So this is the thing that's showing.
All the way. Yeah, line's looking good. Line's good. Right up, right up, right up, right up. Right here.
So this is the street.
Right here.
So showing something on the right. Yeah, so I think this pulls it up. So like now that's there. So if like from here, oh, that's already playing. So if I switch this and then I can like switch back. It can make people at home very
Nauseous.
There it goes. Okay.
So it has a delay there.
Oh yeah, there's a delay for sure. So that's so we can believe you.
All right. We are now underway in the 6:30 p.m. draw for the Glitter Bombspiel on Friday. Our feature game here is on sheet B, which is, I can't read that. D's Nuts versus Nobody Gives a Damn.
All the way. Line is good. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm not quite sure right now which team is which. We'll find out quickly. Right now, we have Red with Hammer, and the leads have just thrown all of their stones. Now we have the yellow second. Red is D's Nuts versus yellow is Nobody Gives a Damn.
Very nice.
T-line, Char. Yep. Yep. Yes, yes.
All right, I will switch over to the actually showing you guys the house. Right now we have yellow with one buried under 3 guards. And red has just thrown up another guard, it looks like. Oh, no, nope. It was short and was hogged. Looks like right now yellow is trying to put up either another guard or get one behind the red. Get another one in the house behind the red. And that's coming in nicely. Yeah, that's pretty well frozen up on top, I think.
Control.
This isn't bad either. Try to hit. Control.
Yes, line. Line.
Scoreboard.
Whoa for a sec. Whoa.
And I apologize to anyone listening. This is my first time doing this, so we're figuring out all the technical details as we go.
Good shot. Thanks, guys.
Good shot, Char.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I think we should now have the scoreboard up for all of you. Yes. Okay. I think we now have the scoreboard for you.
You gotta give me like firm weight, back line. Tapping. I think come around.
All right.
It's not easy to
So
feel and not.
looks like yellow still has 2 buried under a high guard. And red looks like they're trying to raise one of theirs up. See if they can beat out the yellow ones. But it looks like it's going to overcurl a little bit. Might sneak through that port. Nah. It's just going to stick around there as an extra guard. But they can still play it later.
That looks like so much weight.
Good throw. I love it.
And yellow's going to try to throw up another guard to make sure that they can't play the raise on one of those reds. So the stone is away.
Keep your eye on it. Coming down.
They're not sweeping it. I think it might be a little heavy. Yeah, they don't really want to raise one of the reds. It was a little heavy and a little wide. But not a horrible result.
There. I need a tap.
And red is going to try again to raise one of theirs up closer to the button.
Line. Line. Hard line. Really? Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Don't give up. Now you just gotta get out of my way. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yes.
And it's going to overcurl a little.
You got the draw.
So now yellow is probably going to try to put up another guard to make sure red can't play that raise.
Coming. Draw.
Yes! Yes! Hard!
Looks like we're at the yellow skip's first rock.
Yeah, hard all the way. Nice throw. Still gotta move. Still gotta move. Yeah, we're done.
And it's a little wide and a little heavy as well. It's probably not quite the result they were looking for, but it doesn't look like it did any harm.
What's the way?
And now we have the red skip throwing her first stone. And it looks like, again, red is going to try to play a raise on one of their close guards, or at least open it up.
Take it out. Yeah, swing. Yeah, swing.
All right. So her first stone is off. It looks like it might be a little bit wide. Needs to curl a lot. Yeah, it crashed, but they did manage to raise their red into the house. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to outcount either of the yellows. Yellow right now is sitting 2. They have 2 under a bunch of guards right now. I'm not really getting anything from your mic. Interesting. Try that one.
We got the Canadians coming in.
Okay. We're gonna have some guests on the feed. All right, now the yellow skip is throwing their last. Looks like they might be trying to get another one in around the guards, or at least. Yeah. Well, it's coming down. It's curling a lot, actually. They might get that in. Yeah, that's definitely out counting.
Nice shot.
So yellow is now sitting 3. Yeah. I don't know where the remote is to do that. Oh, there's one down there. I don't know how to switch it over though. I can't tell right now how many people are watching. I can't tell. Yeah, we have 4 people watching, it looks like.
Hi, everybody.
All right. So
red. They're just going to have to outdraw that?
Yeah, red is throwing their last one. It looks like they're just going to try to cut them down by seeing if they can outdraw. Looks like their only other shot is a potential raise, but that's kind of low probability too. Yeah, unfortunately this end just didn't go well for red, so they're yeah. It would be a steal of 3 if she doesn't cut him down. And the red stone is out right now. Yeah, it looks pretty wide. The weight looks, yeah, it's staying out though. It's not curling in. Oh, there it goes. Ah, it might be a little heavy. I can't tell from here. Ah, yeah, I think it's going to at least cut them down 1. So it looks like it's going to be at least a steal of 1 for yellow. Maybe 2. Looks like just 1. So 1. Score of 1 for nobody gives a damn. Let's see if we have scores from any of the other sheets. Nope, they're all still playing. Looks like we're getting from sheet C, we are getting 2 yellow from Glitterly Can't Even right now.
Yellow scored 1 in the first on sheet A.
On sheet A, okay. That would be Queer the House. see if that actually updated. Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, sheet C hasn't actually finished. I don't know why I thought it was 2 for yellow.
You're reminiscing that that's going to be the score.
I think I can switch between these cameras. So yeah, so for our feature sheet now, we have there we go, that's the house, I think. I think there we can show you the house as well as the throwers there. Ah. Okay. Yep, so red now has a nice corner guard that actually looks like it's probably biting, and yellow just threw up a center guard. Ah, right, so for anyone listening and for anyone else here, there's a new rule this year, the 5 guard rule. So basically, the first 4 stones, so the first 2 stones, it used to be the first 4 stones, now it's the first 5, that are thrown in the game. So 2 for one team and 3 for the other now. Cannot, if they're in front of the house, they cannot be hit out until after the first 5 thrones are stuck. The first 5 stones are thrown. If they are hit out, then they are actually replaced. So it looks like red just attempted to draw behind their corner guard, but ended up throwing up another corner guard in front. And now yellow is going to try to draw behind their center guard. So yeah, the idea behind the new 5 guard rule is to just to make the game a little bit more interesting. So you can have more guards, so you can get more stones in play, so it doesn't just become a straight up hitting game. And yellow's trying to get behind. It looks like it might not quite make it past their guard. They might end up with yet another center guard. But correct, yes. Red cannot take out either of the 2 yellow rocks. Well, actually, no, they've now thrown 5. So yes, actually they can now take out. Yeah, I had missed that there was a yellow one back there. But it looks like red is going to try to draw around the other way, draw to the outside. It's an interesting call. They'll leave it open for a hit and roll if they make it. Yeah, or the yellow could tap theirs up to the center.
Yeah, I would have been tempted to come around on the right side behind the other 2 rocks.
Yeah.
On sheet D, yellow took 2 in the first.
Ah, yes. So Northern XX Exposure took 2 in the first. And on sheet C, looks like the score has been posted. And it was actually 4 for, what was that? Literally can't even right now. We will update that for you. And now yellow is attempting to again draw behind their center guards, but it looks like it's going to under curl a little bit, unless it curls at the end, and it's a little bit heavy. So leaving it open for red to maybe come in. Looks like red is considering the peel. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to throw the peel. And it looks like it might be a little bit narrow. They're on it right away. Yeah, they'll definitely hit one of the yellows out. They just might not quite get the shot they were hoping for. Yeah, so they got one of the yellows, but their other red stuck around as another guard. Which is not quite what they were hoping for, but...
And it blocks the path behind those two corners as well.
That it does, yes.
From the inside.
Yeah. I can hear me and you. I can't hear you. Did you try that one? All right. So all of them. Wait. Put that one. Try that one again. I think it might have been muted.
I can hear it now.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
We now have 3 people on headset, so get a little bit more thoughts from other people. And
if you have any questions, feel free to write them down on the website and ask us.
And it looks like yellow threw one in the house, nice and high near the center, so it's open for...
So red's trying to, I guess, tap their own?
Yeah,
I'm not sure about this call.
I'm not sure what they're trying to do there.
I think they're red, yellow, and then try to do a double.
It almost looks like she's just calling the peel, trying to get them to clear some of that out, but I'm not totally sure. It's definitely not peel weight.
Nope. And, well, that might have worked. Nope.
Let's see if they're getting... Well, they got looks like...
that back yellow might still be in.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
It looks like they're sitting 2 still.
Yeah, I think they're just sitting 2.
Oh yeah, I can't tell because the guy's standing over the rock right now.
Oh yeah. They're sitting at least 2, but I think it's just 2.
Yeah, the other one's on.
That red at the front is biting still as well.
They're coming in for another one. So it's not really curling much.
No. I think they were hoping to get it behind one of the red guards, but I don't think that's going to happen. But still going to work out pretty well for them.
Yep.
You can see half that rock on the outside. It looks like this is setting up to be a really nice big end for yellow.
I still don't hear you.
I can hear both of you. Yeah, so yellow's sitting at least 3 right now. I think red...
She's going for the... Trying to take out that one yellow.
Yeah, I think red is going to try to do a hit and roll, maybe? They're not sweeping. Oh, there they go.
It looks like it's going to over curl, maybe?
Yeah.
The top guard. The top...
It's kind of lightweight. It's not really hit weight anyway.
Nope.
I think they're going to end up just topping the yellow behind the guard there. That's definitely not what they were hoping for,
Don't
but...
think so. No.
Yeah, so still sitting 3 for yellow.
Peanuts through it, yeah. No, we're not calling him Peanut.
We have 9 people watching the feed right now. It's growing.
Invite your friends. You can tweet us. You can.
For those just joining, right now this is the 6:30 p.m. draw for the Glitter Bombspiel here at the Potomac Curling Club, and we are watching Sheet B, which is D's Nutz versus Nobody Gives a Damn. All right, now it looks like yellow is going to try to put up.
By throwing another one in?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to put another one in nice and high up on the 12-foot. Try to block red from drawing to the button. And it's coming in a little heavy, but I think it's going to slow down. Oh, no, actually, I think that's going to be really good.
Yep, although it might give them something to draw on top of.
Yeah.
Red.
Went a little deeper than they were hoping.
You're going to go for what?
It's
Yeah.
now
Makes it
sitting.
double if you hit that in the crotch.
Yeah. It also gives them a hit and roll behind the that yellow one there. Yeah, that's what they're looking at right now. They could sit on the 4-foot behind cover. Looks like they're just going to try.
I think they're going to do that. Try to do a little tap and roll.
Yeah. Even the ice that they were pointing at. I think they're just going to try to top that yellow one even back a little bit, making it hard for yellow to remove theirs. Red has a bit of pressure on them right now. Yellow is sitting 4, it looks like. But some of yellow's are open, so.
Yeah, there's lots of backing, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be worried. You have to make sure it gets here and enough weight.
Yeah, they really don't want to guard.
No.
That would spell disaster for them.
Need to let it curl a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not sure why they're sweeping it, unless they just worried about weight, but it's not going to hit and roll then.
Yeah, it looks like it undercurled a little bit, but it will push the yellow one back.
But it's going to be close. Red's still shot now.
I
shot.
think.
It looks like it, yeah.
I think
Oh,
that.
maybe not. The other yellow might be.
Oh, that's close. They're looking at it too. They're not sure.
It turned out quite well for red
Yeah.
so far. Would be
But
a
actually-
difficult rock to remove.
That actually did end up being a very good shot for them.
The only thing is you could come down and nose that or nose the red or hit it just a little to the left. You'd lose the yellow, but you'd still end up sitting 4.
Yeah. I have to come with a little bit of weight though. So far, I haven't really seen any upweight shots from either team. So most of these teams, or at least both these teams, seem to be a little bit more comfortable throwing draws or downweight hits. Can't tell if they're trying the hit. I think they are. Maybe hoping to get enough weight to get rid of both.
This is last rock?
No.
No.
Red has one more rock.
Red one more.
Yeah.
I believe this is yellow's last though. Yellow's shot is away.
Might be over curling.
Yeah, I think it is over curling a little bit.
Unless they're trying to do a draw.
It's definitely not hit weight.
No.
It looks like they might just be trying to.
Draw to the button, but it's going to be a little heavy for that.
Yeah.
It's like
Might go through that. Yeah. Well,
12.
nope. It'll be a little too heavy and will not be shot. And red on their last stone is going to try to draw to the button for either 1 or 2. It's hard to tell exactly right now. It may come down to a measure if...
Either way, this is a much better situation for red than it was a few rocks ago.
I don't see, unless they totally mess up, I can't really see yellow getting more than maybe 1. Unlikely. I think red is probably going to score.
Sitting out there right now.
Yeah, the last rock of the end here.
Tight guard.
And looked like it stayed out wide, but it also looked like it was maybe coming in a little light.
It's coming out, but it's going to hit their own.
Yeah, I think they're a little worried about that. But nah, it'll definitely at least be. Oh, that went a little bit deep.
So 1 red.
Looks like 1 red.
Or are they measuring? Oh, no.
Oh, they kicked it, so it looks like 1 red. So D's Nutz looks like scored 1 to that end.
Tied it up.
And on sheet A, it looks like we have red scoring 3. And let's see if any of the other results have been posted. On sheet C, we have red scoring 2. And sheet D has not yet finished, so stay tuned for updates on that.
It's pretty pretty here, Laura, so just pass. Need help? Good? Right here, guys. It's a nice line. Right on the center.
All right, back to our feature sheet. Let me switch over the cameras.
Another guard.
Great serve.
We have red just throwing up center guard. Nice high center guard.
We'll come back later.
Oh, well. Nice throw.
Center line. 4.
Nah, no worries.
4, 5.
Be nice to us around later.
Now we had, looks like yellow threw up. Can't tell if it's biting or not from this angle, but either center guard, I think they tried to draw behind. But it's not clear whether or not they actually got in the house.
Pretty good, guys. Red is looking really good.
Doesn't look like we have any overhead cameras at the far house.
Like, you don't have to throw it cut, but. Yes! 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 And now. Yes!
Yeah, the camera labeled for the far house is actually the near house. And we have yellow attempting once again to draw behind. It looks like I think they got behind. I think they're at least in the house now. Red, I think, was not sure what they were trying to do, but looks like they opened up the middle a little bit and got one in the house on the far edge on the 12-foot. I think yellow was trying to draw behind again, but ended up wicking off the red. Oh, no. I don't know if that might have picked. I didn't actually see most of that, so. Looks like red is going to try to hit out those two yellows at the front of the house. They're going pretty hard. It looks like it's curling quite a bit. I definitely got one out. Looks like they lost their shooter, but got one out. It looks like the yellow still might be out counting the red, but it's still very early. Yellow now just got behind. They're trying to draw in. They got behind the red guard, but it looks like the rock is a little bit heavy. Let's see if it sticks around the back. I think it's still in. I think yellow is now sitting 2. Red's going to try to draw behind. See if they can get one the 8-foot. At least out counting those two yellows on the 12-foot. They're on it. It looks like it's hanging out wide a little bit and might be coming up a little light. Oh, it's curling in. Oh, that cut hard. That was a nice shot. Looks like it's going to sit maybe on the edge of the 4-foot behind 2 guards. So that was a pretty nice shot by red. Now it looks like yellow is going to try to do a peel on the red guard to open up that stone for the stone that red just threw for a later hit. Looks like it's not quite curling. They might hit their own. Ah! But it jammed on the red. They just took out that really nice draw that red had just thrown. Now yellow may be sitting maybe 2? Red is going to try to put back another draw. Repeat the shot they just threw. Red is hanging out wide. Oh, wow. These. Yeah, I came up short, too. Yellow might just be, I think they're trying to draw in, but it may come up short and be another guard for them. Oh, no. Silly's going to bite the house. Wait, half in the 12? Still no update on the score on sheet D from the second end. Now we have the red skip with her first. Looks like they might just be trying to get some of those yellow ones at the front of the house out. I think they're hoping for it to curl a little bit more, but it's coming. And nope, it crashed on the guard, but then actually deflected over. They got one of the yellows out, and now they have their stone sitting up in front of the house as a guard, but they can tap that later.
You're supposed to hit the red, not the yellow.
Looks like yellow's trying to consider if they want to guard. Or if they want to try to tap up their yellow at the one that's in the 12 foot, the front of the 12 foot, see if they can tap it up. So the yellow skips first. And they're saying right off that they needed to curl a lot more. They're really worried about it tapping up the red. And see if it'll curl enough. It will. Just enough. And they got that to tap up their yellow a little bit. Looks like it might now be biting the 8 foot. And then they got their shooter to stick around behind that center red one. Red This is red's last stone. And red is looking like they might be facing a bunch. Yellow might be sitting, guessing 3, maybe 4. It's hard to tell. Definitely 2. At least 2. We're looking at a couple different shots. I don't have too many draw paths open. Can't quite tell yet what they decided to settle on. They might be looking at it from this end, seeing what's open. I think they might be trying to just draw in through that port. Seeing if they can at least cut yellow down. Not sure how much of a port there is there, but they're on it right away. Now they're off of it. Looks like it might become not curling enough, actually. Oh, there it goes. Right through the port. Let's see if it sticks around the back. It's a little bit heavy. Nah, it will not. They did make it through that port, but unfortunately it was a little bit heavy and sort of scored it out the back. So now yellow, I think they're sitting at least 3. I think they're looking at maybe drawing through the exact same port, seeing if they can get another one in, get a nice big end here. Quick update on sheet D. It looks like Christmas Misfits scored 1 in the second. Back to our feature sheet. Yellow is now throwing their last of the end. They're staying right off of it. I think they wanted to curl past the red to make sure they get through that port and don't jam on that red. It looks like they will do that. As long as it's not too heavy, it looks like that's going to stick around as another counter. And it definitely will. It looks like it might have been a big end for yellow, that end. On sheet A, the third end was blanked. So no updates to the score on that one. And on sheet C, it looks like yellow took 2 in the third, making the score 6-2. And we'll switch the cameras back on our feature sheet. Okay. So we have yellow throwing their first maybe a little heavier than they hoped, but they're at the top of the 8 foot, pretty centered. Red might be throwing up a corner guard here. Yeah, red got up a corner guard. Yellow's going to try to put up a center guard to guard the one they have at the top of the 8 there. Curl a little bit. We're hoping to get a nice wick. I got a decent wick. It's not really covering theirs, but also cut down the inside-out draw path for red to get behind their guard. And the final score. So the score from last end on our feature sheet was 5 for yellow, making the score 6-1. Now have yellow looks like trying to throw up another guard or maybe tap theirs back a little bit, but it's going to come up a little bit short and be a nice center guard, at least on the other side of center. Looks like it might be pretty even with their other yellow though, giving red the option of a double peel. I don't think they're going to try that though. But this is the 6th zone, so they are eligible to hit out one of the guards. Throwing a hit. It's a little bit of a light hit, though. They may have not done what they had hoped, and instead tapped one of the yellow guards behind cover. But second Yellowstone is now sitting top of the 12 foot. Looks like they're going to try to tap theirs up to the button. It's a nice shot. I think red's going to try again for a hit. More weight on this one. Still, it's curling maybe a little bit more than they'd like still, but they will get it. And they will stick around. Red is now sitting 1. So yellow's now going to try to take out the red that was just thrown. Maybe see if they can get a little bit of inside roll to sit behind one of the guards. I think mostly they just want to get that one out though. But it looks like it's going to overcurl a little bit. But we'll push theirs behind cover. Think red is definitely still sitting one though. But the red is also wide open. And an update on sheet D. Yellow took 2 in the third to make it 4-1. So that's Northern XX exposure. We're now up to 14 viewers. And red just threw up a nice guard. Can't quite tell if it's completely covering it. It looks like it's gonna do the trick. Yellow, clearly yellow agrees because looks like they're gonna attempt to peel it out. That looked like it was a little bit wide. I'm not sure it's going to make it over enough. Yeah, it did. Didn't take it out. And they end up taking out their own yellow too, but at least it opened up the center. Or opened up the red one that they had guarded. It wasn't quite what they were hoping for. Yeah, you can tell the vice just came down with a not super happy look on his face, but wasn't all bad. Definitely could have been worse. Red, I think, is going to try to throw up another guard if they can't get another one in the house, but that's curling a lot. Yeah, it looks like it might have over-curled on them and not really be covering theirs anymore. Not really what they were hoping for. So yellow's going to try again to take out that redstone and hopefully roll behind their 2 yellow stones on the other side of the house. It looks like it's gonna get a piece of it and not quite roll as far as they wanted, but still a pretty good shot. They are now sitting 2. Yeah, red's gonna try to get that yellow one that was just thrown, so it looks like it's mostly open. And see if they can get a little bit of an inside roll to make it hard for yellow to take out their shooter. I'm considering the other roll. I believe this is the red skip's first stone. Yes. And they're going hard. It looks like it's going to over curl maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, so they came right off of it because they're a little worried about, yeah, raising the yellow up. So that was not quite what they were hoping for. It overcurled. And now yellow, it looks like is sitting 3. Yellow's just going to try to throw up a guard, or maybe try to get another one at the top of the house. They're not sweeping yet. I think it might be coming in a little heavy. It looks like that might be a good shot. It's gonna sit just up on top of their last one, or of their one that's now sitting on the button. So yellow is now sitting 4, it looks like. And now we have the red skip's last stone. It's going to be hard for them to outdraw because the yellow one is sitting pretty much right on the button. At the top of the button. But I think that might be what they're trying to do. At least cut yellow down from 4 to maybe 1 or 2. I think they decided against trying the run back on the red. You'd have to throw that pretty hard to get both those out. And then you risk losing your shooter anyway. I think they're opting for the safer draw. Just hoping to cut them down from 4. Oh, there they go. They're on it. Looks like that might be a pretty good shot. They're through that port. And they'll definitely cut them down. I think it might just be 1 yellow. I think they called it 1 yellow, but I'll wait for them to hang the score to be sure.
Tight guard.
I think we have an update from sheet A while we're waiting for them to clear. First, let me switch the cameras over. Okay. So on sheet A, it looks like Queer the House took 2, making the score tied at 3.
That's fine.
And sheet C just hung their score. It looks like Red Rocks on Rocks Action took 3. Making the score 5-6. We had yellow throwing a high center guard.
I don't mind the guard.
Red threw a high corner guard.
Yes, yes, fine.
I think they were hoping to get that a little bit deeper, but still a guard. Yellow, I think, is trying to draw behind.
That's fine.
Looks like it's coming in nicely. Might come up a little short. I think it's biting. Red, it looks like they're just going to try to draw to the center. They're on it pretty hard. I think it's coming up. Can't tell. They're past the yellow, but unfortunately it looks like it's going to go too deep and scored out the back of the house.
No trouble. Control up. Yes! Got room up! Yes! Yes! Whoa! No!
Yellow looks like they might be just trying to get another one in behind or tap up theirs. I think they'll just wick off. Maybe just a hair light there. And gives Red an opportunity to clear that out. Probably get both out if they get enough. And they're on it. I think it might have been a little lighter than they were hoping for the heel, but then they're off of it again. It actually might have over-curled a little bit. They got one out.
Again!
Yellow is trying to do the double top, so tap the red into their yellow. So I believe the shot was called. I think it's going to hang out wide and maybe just be a draw. No, I think it'll work out pretty well for them. They tapped theirs up a little bit, and then their shooter hung around, so they were able to split that in. I think Red's considering whether or not the double is there. look like it might be a little bit flat for the double. They can definitely get the hit and roll. They're on it right away. They're off of it again. I think it overcurled. I think they were maybe hoping it would be light enough to stick around, but definitely not. Yellow's going to try to draw in behind.
No line. Okay, give me a fighter.
And looks like it might be hanging out a little bit, but there you go. Taking it at the end. Ah, there it goes. That'll come in nice. That'll sit behind the tee, which is not what they were hoping for, but also behind cover. So it does give red something to freeze to. But it makes it hard for red to just throw the straight up hit. So this is the red Vices first. And it's coming in pretty well. It looks like, I can't tell. Yeah, so they were able to, unfortunately it's sitting open, but they were able to knock the yellow one back, and red is now sitting shot. Yellow is going to try to get through that port, throw a hit, and get that red one out. Looks like it might undercurl and they might crash on theirs. Yes. And it's going to still stick around, but not as a counter. So red is still sitting one. Red's going to try to get another one in. I think they're looking to get it pretty close to the button. Stones are curling a lot today. Makes it pretty easy to get behind cover, even to do hits behind cover. Unfortunately, it might have been a little bit heavy and also a little narrow, and it overcurled a little bit. Actually may have opened up their counter, make it a little bit easier for yellow to hit it. So this is the yellow skips first. I think he's going to try to just hit that red one out. Looks like he's going to get it. Ah, so he got it out, and the shooter's sticking around. So now yellow is sitting 4. Red is looking like they're just going to try to draw to the button, see if they can get 2. They can get one behind cover, make it hard for Red to take it out, and then see if they can, on their last, get a second one in. An update on sheet D. Let me update the scores for you. In sheet D in the 4th, looks like yellow, which is Northern XX Exposure, scored 1, making the score 5-1. And then on our feature sheet, indeed, yellow had scored just 1 on the last end, making Nobody Gives a Damn at 7 to D's Nuts 1. Let me update those scores for you. And red is now throwing their draw. Looks like it might come up a little bit short. They're sweeping pretty hard. Yeah, that may have actually made it worse for them, cut down their draw path a little bit. I think yellow is going to try to draw behind that. This is now yellow's last shot of the end.
That's not a bad shot. Once it starts to break, it goes. Nice shot.
And they're right off of it. I think they definitely want it behind cover so they don't give red an easy hit. And I think they will get that. Still behind the tee. They were hoping for in front of the tee. But definitely puts pressure on red. Yellow right now is sitting 5, I think. But red also has some backing there. I've never seen a couch in our ice shed. There is now a couch in the ice shed. And red is just going to try to draw. They've got backing there, so I think they'll probably throw a little bit heavier, hoping just don't want to come up light. If they're a little bit heavy, they've got the backing. It's the last shot of the end. They're off of it. I think it's a little bit out wide. But yeah, that needs to move a lot. But on this ice, it's moving. I'll definitely get to it. Definitely at least cut yellow down. I think it's going to be 1 yellow. Again, I'll wait for them to post the score just to be sure. couple other updates. It looks like on sheet C, in the 5th end, Rocks on Rocks action scored 1, tying the game up at 6. Let me switch the camera back. And in the 5th end, we have on sheet A, red took 1, making it 4-3. Back on our feature sheet, we have yellow throwing up hoping for a center guard, but came a little bit deep, and they have one biting the 12. So they may not have hoped for a guard. They may have wanted it in. So they're up by a lot. And red's trying to throw up a corner guard. Make sure yellow can't hit theirs out. With the free guard roll. See if it gets over. It's a little bit light. It'll definitely be over. It'll come in nicely. It'll be a good corner guard. Yellow's gonna just try to put another one in. I don't really want guards right now, but if they can get them top of the house, that's pretty good for them. Well, they're right off of it, so I think maybe they are hoping for a guard, although that'll come in and sit on the top of the 12. And red is now going for the hit. Kind of forced. Not entirely, but red is feeling the pressure to get points on the board anyway. With only a couple ends left. We'll get the hit, see if their shooter will stick. It will. So now red is sitting 1. The shooter's wide open. It looks like yellow's going to try to put up another guard. Cover the second, or the center. English is hard. They're sweeping hard. I think it's gonna come up a little lighter than they hope, but I think it'll still be over the hog. Be a nice high guard. Oh, it's coming in nice. Yellow's gonna try again to hit out that biter. See if they can then roll behind cover. And that might crash on the guard the yellow just threw. And split both out. That was the 6th zone, so that is a legal hit. Yellow's just gonna put another guard back up. A 7-point lead. I'm not entirely sure why Yellow's not just trying to keep it clean. But on the other hand, their strategy has worked pretty well for them so far, and unclear how comfortable they all are throwing hits. So, some level, you throw what works for you and your team. Red's trying to hit the one the Yellow just threw. And they will get that out and stick around as a... their shooter will stick around, so they're sitting 2. And Red is... Red is sitting 2. Yellow's not too happy about that, so Yellow is going to try to peel out the 2 red ones. They're brooming it pretty tight, so I think he's going to try to throw a pretty good weight. They're sweeping. Maybe not quite as much weight as they were expecting. Might overcurl a bit. Just hoping for a piece, but I think it's flashed. It's straight through. So that opens it up for Red to put another one in. Red's looking for a big end. I think they're down by 7? They didn't post a score for the 5th end yet, so I'm not entirely sure, but I think it was 1. Certainly seen bigger comebacks than that, so it's totally possible. Red was hoping to get another one at the top of the 12. It came up a little bit short, but it's guarding. Yellow still can see a little bit, I think, of that outside red one. So they're trying again for the hit. Going to give him a little bit more ice. Probably ask him for a little bit more weight. They're sweeping it again. This ice is really curly. Looks like it's going to crash on the guard that Red just threw, but that will tap their yellow one up for 2nd shot, I think. So not all bad for them. So Red looks like they are sitting 1. Now we have Red, I guess, trying to do what they did the last time, only maybe get it a little bit deeper into the house. Just want to get stones in, I think. It's definitely coming into the house. Gonna overcurl a little bit. Not sure it's going to actually outcount the yellow, but now Red at least has 3 in the house, so... gives them something to work with. It's going to be hard. Those are all sort of right on top of each other, so it's going to be hard for Yellow to get more than 1, maybe 2 of those red ones out. think yellow's just going to try to draw in instead of trying to hit any of the red ones out. Yellow is second shot right now. He's telling them to stay off of it. I think it's a little heavy. But I think that will definitely, I think that'll get them 1 and 2 and possibly under cover. I think both of them are at least partially covered. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that puts them first and second shot. That was a really good shot by yellow. I think we have the results from the 5th end for sheet D. Looks like Christmas Misfits took 1 in the 5th, making it 2-5. We have the, back on B, we have red. Their skip is throwing her first. Not entirely sure what the call is here. Maybe they're trying a raise? I'm actually not sure. Has quite a bit of weight. I think they were trying to do the raise takeout, but didn't quite get the angle. Yellow is still sitting 2. Raise takeout, also known as run back. I think yellow is just going to try to put another one at the top of the house. I think they're not too worried right now. The 2 yellows that are there right now are pretty flat. Slash is going to be really hard, especially with the 3 reds sitting at the side for red to try to double those out. But yellows would be happy to get a 3rd one in there. At least cut down the drop half to the center, making it harder for red to score. It's going to go a little bit deep, maybe too deep. gonna sit at the back of the house there. I think Red might. Red's really hoping to get the double. But I don't think she sees it. She's looking. If they were able to get the double, they might be able to get 4, but I'm not convinced it's there. Have to get the inside edge of that yellow on the left and hope that your red goes flat enough to get to that other yellow and pushes that straight back. It's there. It's pretty tough though. It's a pretty low percentage shot, but it is there. You're right, you have to kind of question how much good is 1 going to get you when you're down by, I think, 7? But on the other hand, taking the 1 is a safe shot. Looks like she might be trying the run back of her red into the yellow. I'm not sure if she's then hoping that it'll hit it thin to get the other yellow out. Like, she unfortunately doesn't have too many options. This is the last shot of the end, but I think this is going to stay out pretty wide, not going to come back. Just going to flash. Giving yellow 2, I believe. And I think yellow has decided they are down by too much, that they probably won't come back, and they're conceding, making nobody gives a damn the winners of the Sheet B game with a score, I think, I want to say 10-1. Let me see if we have any ability to switch over to any of the other sheets for the cameras. Don't know that we have cameras set up on any of the other sheets, but we'll find out. Possibly not. Well, we can move the cameras. So we will now follow sheet C. We have Rocks on Rocks against, Rocks on Rocks action against Glitterly Can't Even right now. His score, after 5, it was tied at 6. And on sheet A, let me see if I can switch here. Don't know if we can. Okay. That is the sheet C game there. I don't think we have any overhead cameras, but we certainly can show the far cams. See if there are any other score updates. Yes. On sheet A, we had Red scoring 3 in the 6th, making it 7-3. And then on sheet C, it looks like in the 6th, Red, which is Rocks on Rocks Action, stole 1, I believe, to make it 7-6. And now we have, looks like Red sitting 2. Yellow has the hammer. This is, I think that's Bruce Black.
Yes, Lord, yes, Lord.
Throwing right now.
Oh, I'm wrong.
For Red. And they're trying to just draw in behind that yellow, which I think they will. But I think it might go a little deeper than they were hoping. Sit in the back 8, looks like. But it is buried. Gives yellow something to sit on, but not the easiest shot ever. So yellow's going to try to just draw right to that shot. Coming in nicely. I think they're gonna get it. We're gonna sit, I think, right on the button. Buried. That was a very nice shot by yellow. So now Red is gonna try to follow that up, maybe tap it back just a hair, but basically just sit it right on top of it. And we have Christina Lessie throwing for Red right now, if I said her name right. They have name tags, so I can see.
Not yet, not yet. Okay now. Yes! Yes, for line, keep going. Yes, for line, keep going. All the way. Okay,
I think it's going to come up a little short. It's going to be a guard sitting in front of the house. So yellow's going to try to get another one close to the button there. change the cameras over so you can see both ends, both houses. And it looks like there's might have been enough for yellow to sit to, but they did tap the guard in the center there, making that port open for red to get the hit. I think red's going to try to come through that port there. Try to get at least one of those yellows out, hopefully. I think it might be a little tight to throw down weight, but that was a pretty tight port, so unfortunately it crashed on their guard, but definitely opened it up a little bit. Looks like the sixth end just finished on sheet D. They're a little bit behind, but I'm not sure what the score was. We had yellow. Not entirely sure what they were doing. I think they were trying to take out that red at the left of the house, and it overcurled a little, got their yellow, but certainly still sitting at least one, if not two. Looks like just one. Yellow just has the one on the button, and red is second shot at the back eight. I think this is red skips first. This is Michael Dobbs. It looks like he's going to try maybe a double. Definitely wants to get at least one of those yellows out. I think you can get to that one on the button. I think he's more interested in trying the double, though. Looks like they got one out, but maybe not quite the shot I was hoping for. Yellow, I think, is still sitting 1. The top of the 4-foot. And I think, not sure if Yellow's trying to put another one in or hit that red out. I think they're just trying to draw another one in behind that center guard. Yeah. A little heavy though. May end up with a semi-disastrous shot, actually hitting their own out. So right now, red is sitting 2. Now red, it's without hammer, but they're going to try to put another one in, allowing them to sit 3, definitely putting pressure on Yellow. Or at least cut down the draw path, making it hard for Yellow to draw to the button. Looks like it's coming in nicely. And it looks like it will sit the top of the 4-foot. That does a really good job of making it difficult for Yellow to draw. And I think if they nose that red one, they will not be shot. It still looks like they're gonna, can't tell if they're trying to draw the hit. And the way it's lined up, I think they're just trying to draw. At least cut red down. There's quite a bit of weight on that. And they're on it hard. Might be trying the double. And they might get that, yeah. That was a nice shot by Yellow. I think that means Yellow will take 1. Meaning after 7, the score is all tied up on sheet C between Rocks on Rocks action and Glitterly Can't Even right now. Still no update on D on their score in the 6th. And I believe A is shaking. I guess I can't actually see what happened there, but I think Red took or stole 1 or 2. I can't tell. But I believe Red, I'm not even going to attempt to, I'm not even going to attempt to say their name. But I believe Red on sheet A took the win over Queer the House. Back on C. Yellow threw a shot to the top 12. So now we have Red with Hammer. So they're just going to try to take that one out. Leave the house nice and clear. All Red needs is a single point for the win. So they just want to keep it nice and clean. Make sure that they'll be able to draw to get their one. This one looks like it might overcurl. They're on it hard. And it'll touch it, but not enough to take it out. I think Yellow's just going to try to put another one in. Yellow has to steal. And Red's almost definitely not going to allow a blank. So they're going to try to get one nice and frozen on there, but I think they'll come up a little bit short. Red's just going to try to take that back one out. Can't hit out the guard because of the free guard rule. If they do, then it goes back in play and the red one goes out. So they're just going to try to hit that back one out. She's indicating she's wide. I think their skip is agreeing, telling them not to sweep. And sure enough, I think that is definitely wide. Yeah, I was going to try to put another one in behind. Yellow right now just wants to win the race to the center. Still no score posted on sheet D for the 6th. Oh, they're about to do that right now. It looks like in the 6th on D, Red, which is Christmas Misfits, stole one, making the score 3-5 after 6. And Yellow on sheet C just threw one back 4 foot. Pretty much right behind those other two. Pretty well buried. Red's going to try to clear that out. Going to call the peel. And they're calling it on right away. I'm calling them off now. Well, they will get that guard out. They will keep theirs around as a corner guard. It's not quite what they wanted, but that's all right. I don't think they're too worried about that. Yellow's just going to try to get another one in. That's coming up.
Sorry. I was trying to get that off so I didn't sneeze on that. I'm like, oh god. I'm sorry.
And that came up short for guard. Red's going to try again for the hit. I think they're kind of hoping for the double. I'll at least get one out. And he's calling him on it. Not really lined up for the double, but definitely get the one out. That is not Christmas Misfits. It's, I don't know what that is. Oh no, it is Christmas Misfits. It was just put in wrong, I think. Update the name of that team. Oh, Yellow's just trying to put up another one at the top of the house. I think they'd even be fine with a guard. Anything to keep Red from hitting the one that they have a little bit behind the button. I don't think it'll come up as a guard. It might overcurl a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't. That leaves their one on the center open, but it is second shot. So Red's definitely going after the one on the center there. But it's hanging out wide. He's calling them off of it. Needs to curl. But on this ice, it's curling. I think he'll get at least a piece of it. Yeah, definitely got a piece of it, enough to get it out. Lost the shooter, but it's still out. Yellow's going to try to get one in. Hopefully behind their guard. Looks like over on sheet D, we have one more for Yellow. I can't quite tell. Looks like Yellow's sitting at least one, and Yellow has last shot. And on C here, we just had Yellow throw. They're hoping to get it in behind their guard, and it came up short, and that's a high center guard now. Red's considering their options, whether they want to draw or just peel the center open, making it easier for their last shot. Again, Red just needs to score one. And yellow has to steal in order to win. So red, looks like red's gonna try the peel. Clear open the center. I think he's hoping to get both of those guards out. He's calling them on it real quick. I think it's going to over curl. I'll definitely get one of them out. But it might... Oh no, that'll open it up nice. So yellow's going to try again to get one behind their counter, I guess. Right now, yellow is sitting one. And on D, I think they're on their last shot. And can't quite tell what the shot was, but it looks like yellow got at least one. Yeah, it looks like in the 7th on D, yellow took one, making the score 6-3. And on C, yellow threw up another one top 12, sort of right next to their other one, which makes it certainly possible for red to get the double, which is what they're going to try. I think he's probably going to throw pretty up weight. Try to get both those out. Try to hit almost right in the center there. A little off. Keeping him off. I'll definitely get one out, but not the second. So yellow is still sitting one. And yellow again is just going to try to get another one in, hopefully behind their, or all the two stones now that are top 12. So if they're able to do that, that really forces red to draw for one. They're indicating can't sweep, and it's coming in a little heavy and definitely wide. It's probably going to stay open, but will still be first shot sitting on the back 8. Well, red has a couple options. Red could just draw, or red could try to hit. Depends on what he feels more comfortable with. If he hits, he has to make sure his shooter sticks around, which is, I think, exactly what he's going to do. So if you hit and you roll out, yellow gets the one and the steal. If you try to draw and you're heavy or light, then Again, yellow gets the steal. He's going to do a kind of lighter weight hit, hoping that he'll stick around. This shot's for the game here. No pressure. I hate being the skip for just that reason. And they're sweeping hard. But I think they got it. And I think that is one red, which is game, making the final score for Sheet C. Rocks on Rocks action 8 and Glitterly Can't Even right now 7. So that was an excellent nail biter finish to that game. And now last but not least we have Sheet D, where we have Northern XX Exposure against Christmas Misfits, and right now yellow, which is Northern XX Exposure, is up by 3 in the last end. See if we can switch the cameras over for you. I'll pan across the rest of the ice for now. And now we'll go back to Sheet D. Okay. All right, it's not the best angle for this, but I don't know if you can see what's going on. So our last game here of the 6:30 p.m. draw in its 8th end. Right now we have yellow up by 3 and sitting 2. I think they're just going to try to run red out of rocks. The red here is looking like I'm not entirely sure what they were trying to throw. Probably trying to do a tap. Right now it looks like yellow is still sitting 1 and 2. But red has 2 in the house. So yellow is going to try to just get rid of them since yellow's up by 3. So yellow just needs to make sure red doesn't score any more than 2 to make sure yellow wins, or any more than 3. 3 would send it to an extra. So they're just trying to get rid of those red ones right now. And they'll get rid of 1, which they're happy with. Yellow's still sitting 1 and 2 with now we have red again just trying to draw another one in. Hopefully tap theirs. I think they're going to come up a little short and end up just a biter. Which does make it harder for yellow to get any of those out though. I think yellow's not going to try for that. think they're just gonna hope that they're gonna. Yellow's gonna hope that they score, because if Yellow scores, then Red clearly can't get their 3 that they need. So they're gonna try to put another one up the top of the house. And it's going to come up short, but they're going to have a nice guard up there. It's not really what they wanted, but... Red's going to try to tap again. And they're going to over-curl, but they might... Ended up tapping theirs, but didn't really do them much good. Yellow's still sitting 2 right now. Yellow's lining up a shot. Oh, so Yellow was worried about the double tap that Red has, trying to guard that, make sure that doesn't happen. They're just trying to get up a guard. I'm going hard on it. I think they're worried that it might not be over. It's definitely over. Maybe under-curled a little bit. Again, Red needs to get 3 in order to even send this to an extra end. And they somehow found the only port there that would make them flash everything, unfortunately for them. So that one went through the house. Yellow's going to try again. Probably just put up another guard, prevent that tap. I think Red's running out of options at this point. So they're on it again. I think it's going to be a nice high guard anyway. I think it might have over-curled a little. Can't quite tell from this angle. Yeah. Well, I think it definitely makes that tap harder. May take it away completely. I can't quite tell. entirely sure what red is trying here. If they're going to still try for that top, or are they trying a hit? I think they may, at some point, certainly need to go for the hit. Since yellow's sitting 2 or 3. Definitely trying a hit. And they'll get one out, but I think yellow is still sitting 2. Which makes it pretty difficult for red right now. I think red only has 1 left. So red would have to hope that yellow doesn't get any in, and then hope that they can double out the 2 yellows that are sitting right now. Pretty tough. Yellow's just trying to get another one in. So if they can get 3 in, then red would have to somehow come up with a triple. But it's pretty far out on the edge of the sheet. Not curling so much. Oh, there it goes. They don't want to tap that red in, but that may be the case. Still does the trick. Red still has to somehow come up with a way of doubling those, and I'm not sure much is there. It's been pretty tough at this point for them to get 3. We're looking at maybe a weird run back. Trying to, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're calling a run back or like a triple tap there, but play some pinball, see what happens. Stranger things have happened. But I think it's pretty tricky at this point. But you never know. So red is now throwing their last stone. He looks like he threw some weight. Looks like they're trying to keep up. And he'll get 1 out. Can't tell if it's 1 red or 1 yellow, but I don't think it really matters for the final score since that was the last end. Sheet D will go to Northern XX Exposure for the win. All right, well that concludes our broadcast of the 6:30 p.m. draw. We will be back momentarily for the 9 p.m. draw. After, do we take a break to do the ice on sheet C or sheet D and reset everything? So we will be back in a bit. Thank you all for joining us. Stay tuned. Probably about 5 minutes-ish for the 9 p.m. draw.